There we go. Welcome back, everyone, to the Civics Gaming Syndicate. I'm your host, Civics. We are back to playing some more Star Trek Online. And, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. What are we doing today? Let's start with some duty officer stuff. Let's clear some of this out. Ooh, got a new mission, but first I have to complete these things. Let's see what do we get. We got a lot of junk. Fair enough. Disable Bolian freighter. Got another prisoner. Always good. Beta Industrial Complex. We got a lot of stuff there. Do I have space for all this junk? Yes, I do. Collect it. Ransack Teller Manning Facility. Unfortunately, it failed. Unfortunate. Salvage battle wreckage. Not as much stuff as I would have liked, but that's okay. That's done. Science thingy is done. Investigate unmanned Jem'Hadar warship. Oh, it was a failure. Shite. I'm going to have to go back and try to find that mission. Oh well, we'll find it some other time. Oh, and this was a disaster. That clandestine meeting. That's really unfortunate. Got some sick bay, got some more sciencey stuff. Hosted poker game was a critical success. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Some credits and dilithium. Isn't that great? Perform the rites of ascension for a young warrior. Yep, completed. Done. Alright, well, I'm going to have to redo some of these things. Sys planning, I need 10 shield generators and 3 warp coils. Well, that's not a problem. That's easy peasy. Just gotta come here. How many shield generators did I need? Whoops, 10. Grab ourselves 10 of those. Not 11, 10. And 3 warp coils, I believe. 3. 3 done by purchase. And it still says I don't have... Oh, there we go. Now the match. Let's see, 92% chance of success and 8% chance of critical. I'll take that. I'll take those chances. It's good. Better than the last thing we had. Salvage a minefield. Do I really want to salvage a minefield? Sure, why not? Go for it. Have fun. It's the worst that could happen. Well, I guess actually there's a lot of bad things that could happen, but we'll go with it. Biochemical properties of Transphasic incense. Well, we don't have any of those, so I can't do that. Bowman heads, first officer. Find me something good to raid and loot. He's finding me a whole lot of nothing good to loot. That's unfortunate. Oh, that's really unfortunate. Yeah, like nothing good. We settled colonists. Requires... Wait a minute. That would be getting rid... No, that gives me special duty officers. Yeah. Resettled colonists is what we want. I think I clicked on this one by accident. Deporting colonists. Which is not a good idea. It's kind of the worst thing that you can do. Let's play some Dabo, except I don't have any in Latin. It's unfortunate. I can't replicate that. Asylum on Going Space. Do we have a going person? Do we have anyone? That's an Orion, so that's no good. Right, tactical. Got anything good for me? Probably not. Tailgate prisoner. Nah, I don't need that. Or do I? Prisoner is a Ferengi. Wait, what do I need? Medical supplies. Yeah, sure, go for it. Maybe we'll get something out of that. Probably not, but maybe. Whole lot of other junk. Okay, well, that's all useless to me. Anything in the science department worth paying attention to? Probably not. Nope, definitely not. Hey, did I get that Sarian brandy back? No, I didn't. That's unfortunate. Alright, so that's all junk. What is this? Borg prosthetic. Oh, right. We got a Borg prosthetic. I would say we should give it to one of you. One of you can have this. I don't really want it. Have fun. Good luck. Don't die. Carrying that thing. Ooh, that's better body armor. There you go. Shield. It's actually the same number. VIII. Yes, the same number. Don't need to change that. You can have no shields. You can also have no body armor. Have fun. You have no body armor. Can have that. And your current shields are probably a little bit better. You do need a better weapon. There you go. Actually, VII. There's somewhat better armor. You have okay junk. You have okay junk. You have... Why do I have you? Stipe. Noskin, Mayor, Warrior, Engineering Bridge Officer. Yeah, why do I have you? Where did you come from? I even have you on here. Why does this guy exist? Alright, well, you sit there and do nothing. Wherever. Ooh, combat engine. Hold up. What kind of stuff do we... I can't use the combat engine? Oh, because I'm not a brigadier. I need one more level. VII gives you Starship Drain. No, I don't need that. What about that? No, it's the same thing. Don't need it. Not any better. Dual heavy cannons, VII. Yes, those would be better than those, probably. Yeah, let's switch that over. Actually, there's a phaser. But these are just... yeah, get one of those. Finally, some better weapons. Ooh, cannon weapon damage. 12.5 versus my current 11.3. Which will be you. Get rid of that. Oh, do I really need this anymore? An automated turret. 153 plasma damage. Cures target if not a projectile. Interesting. I guess I'll keep that for now. Just in case. And for some reason you have this warrior. Who is on my screen because... I don't know why. What do you have? Training, Tactical Lunge, Plasma Grenade 1. It's not very good. You don't have very good things. Ooh, Photon Grenade. Yes, train that. And you... actually currently have a Photon Grenade. I don't think I've ever seen you use that before. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, doesn't matter. We're not going to keep these guys anyways. They're all lame and unspecialized and just generally awful. Guess I should have been navigating to this thing all this time. Oh well. It's not that far. Ooh, we also have to go to Deep Space Nine at some point. Or to Josan Station. One of the two. Collect the daily thing. The daily double. Fluid dynamics. Excellent. Sounds like a great mission. What could possibly go wrong? Just realizing I forgot to count my fish. I don't know if I have them all there. No, I hope they're alive. I hope they're all there and alive. I don't know, find out later when I do a count.
Welcome to the CUDA system. I am Admiral Tuvok of the USS Voyager. I will provide tactical assistance on this mission.
Am I in the right mission? Hold up. Yep, fluid dynamics. On the right mission. Apparently I get Tuvok and the Voyager. Hey, where's Voyager? Where's Voyager? Isn't that nice? You got Klingon, you got Federation, you got a Romulan here. No special.
Thank you. Your meteoric rise through the ranks is well known to me as well.
Meteoric?
Sensors indicate the division between normal and fluidic space is thinner here, making crossing much easier.
Oh, I got the whole
Undine
fleet.
have used this location in the past. We will use it now.
That's nice. There's literally a whole fleet here. But it all looks like Federation and Klingon. Wait, is this Klingon or is it Romulan? It is Romulan. Why isn't there more Romulan ships?
The majority of the fleet will remain here to protect this area. Our team will enter fluidic space, locate, and then survey the Borg presence there. If possible, we will destroy it. When you are ready, Voyager will open the singularity.
Yippee! Let's do this! Da, 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 da. I'll go first. You guys all hang back here. It's fine. Screw you, Voyager. Away we go! First. 'Cause I'm number one. Look, I'm the first to arrive. Nope.
We have
Voyager
made a
beat me.
successful transition into fluidic space. Unlike our own, this dimension is filled with an organic fluid. The main indigenous life form is species 8472. Sensors are detecting a Borg signature nearby. Your vessel will take the lead in the investigation. We will follow.
Woo! I get to take the lead! Follow me, fleet. Wish you had more time to study. No, you don't have more time to study, you fool. I'm gonna cloak, so you guys are gonna have a tough time tracking me. Since you're all Federation ships. Oh, there's a Klingon. And one Romulan. And 4 Federation ships for some reason. Seems a little one-sided. Oh well. Is this the Borg thing? Scan Borg device. Sure. Let me get way closer to a Borg device that we don't know anything about. And I shall scan it. Oh, and decloak in the process. That's nice. Scans indicate this is a Intercomplexing Beacon. What a great name. The Borg must not be able to transmit their subspace frequencies as easily through the organic fluid that comprises the fluidic space. These relays are boosting the signal to allow communications with the collective in normal space. Great. This means you should be able to follow these beacons to the Borg foothold. Yippee-ki-yay! Here we come to kill you all. I mean, destroy the Borg and kill everybody else. Alright, scan another one. It's gonna tell me to go all the way over there. Set a course for the next one. I don't like this fluid space thing. It's all fluid-like. Keeps knocking me around. Investigate the source of the mysterious signal.
We've been examining the data on the Intercomplexing Beacon,
The hell
and
are
we
you?
believe we may have discovered a vulnerability in the Borg subspace carrier wave technology. If it's acceptable to you, I would like the Venture to remain here and run some tests while you investigate the signal. We may not get another opportunity.
Apparently I don't have a choice to that. So whatever. Where are we going? We're going towards this mysterious signal in the middle of this place. What could possibly go wrong? Here I come. Why are you way back there? Slowest ship ever. Yep, this looks like a giant organism. Maybe fluid space is one big giant organism. Where's the rest of my fleet? I see Voyager. Why is it just me and you, buddy? Where's everybody else? I know one ship was gonna stay behind. Give permission for one ship to stay behind, not everyone. Okay, this guy's coming closer. Oh, there's another one. There's the Romulan ship. Oh, there's other ships here. They're all destroyed and such. They look like Federation.
This landmass is unique in fluidic space. It is not a planet by Starfleet definitions. If I had to categorize it, I would say it is similar to the coral reefs found in Earth's oceans. The ground itself is a framework for living creatures. Fascinating. We are detecting a number of ships in the area. Starfleet, Klingon Defense Force, Romulan Republic, even Ferengi and Cardassian. Most species from the Alpha and Beta quadrants appear to be represented.
That is fascinating. Ooh, scan the Klingon ship. These ships have identical configurations to ships found in the Alpha and Beta, but they cannot have been constructed there. Adapting alloys that are not used in standard ship construction. Alloys correspond to technology found on Iconia and in recovered Iconian technology. Or the Iconians make fixed ships. It's true. So they were trying to spark some sort of war of some sort. Ooh, they really kicked their asses. We got an incoming distress call from the Venture.
Captain Simmons to Voyager. The Borg are here. We're taking heavy fire and need immediate assistance.
Of course you are. That's what happens when you do stupid stuff like, I don't know, split off from the rest of the team. Pursue scientific pursuit. They're gonna be all dead by the time we get there. I'm sure of it. 90% sure. 95% sure. 99% sure. 98% sure. Oh look, escape pods. I found your escape pod. Lucky you. Don't be a fool next time. Oh. Dr. Cooper was an escape pod captain. He wants to speak to you in the transporter room. Great.
I never should have come on this mission.
Oh, this asshole
I'm
again?
a scientist, not an explorer. Take me out of this awful place right now. The Borg attacked and we had to abandon ship. We were floating here, waiting, and then Undine. They came out of nowhere, tore through us like tissue paper. We shouldn't have invaded their space. They're so strong. We're weak. Please take me out of here. I don't know. It all happened so fast. She insisted on being the last one to leave the ship. I don't even know if she made it out alive.
No, it's a shame. Let's go find that thing. That apparently is all the way back over there. Didn't we come from here? I feel like we came from this direction. And now you're making me go back to this direction. Scan this bad boy. Bad boy. Last beacon should give us the information we need. Oh my god, there's another beacon. Bastard's kidding me right now. Alright, what happened to the rest of my fleet? These guys are so damn slow. I feel like if I got into a big giant battle, they'd never arrive in time to save me. Except for Voyager. Voyager's at least around. Everyone else sucks. New respawn point unlocked. Well, that's great. I think we found the Borg. Shields up, proceed with caution. I would proceed with caution if we had more ships. But since we don't have more ships, let's go and guns blazing.
The Borg presence is much larger than we anticipated.
Damn it.
Nevertheless, our orders are to remove as much of it as possible. Voyager will follow you.
Yeah, that's great. Can I go back to being cloaked? Apparently not. Oh, but here comes all my friends. Yay! Oh, Voyager has engaged the enemy. By itself. Stupid Voyager.
Is that a Borg Unimatrix? It's enormous!
I admit that it is an impressive structure.
Stupid fluid in space. Stop pushing me around. Yay, I win. I am the champion. Oh, star laser. Get some beams. Good thing they can't be destroyed. Another warrior ship down. Oh, Voyager took a beating. They're both now repairing. New impulse engines? Not really that much better. Actually, were they better? Oh, is everyone still fighting something? I think there's something I'm supposed to be fighting down here. Back to those engines. Yeah, you know what? That is like twice as weird. Pretty sure. There's somebody. Ah, there it is. It's a stupid sphere. It's hidden away. Stupid sphere. No, don't hurt my shields. Got my shields. More Borg ships. Yep, apparently there's more Borg ships. Not bad. Get him, Voyager. Try not to die. Really? That guy's gonna be perfect. It's a one lonely fight. Ow, ow, ow. Why are you looking so much? Hitting me. Oh, there's another cube. Oh god. Take it. Why isn't it taking? Burn in hell and die.
The diamond is jamming our deflector array. We must destroy it before we can retreat.
Have to destroy the diamond. Oh, there's the diamond. Grand diamond. Those diamonds are perfect. And the Borg are constantly seeking perfection. Therefore, they made a diamond. Apparently. And I died. Well, that looked painful. It's very unfortunate. Not sure how that happened, but it was very unfortunate. Oh god. Really? I have to go all the way back from here. Oh, there's still cubes alive? I thought he was the last ship. It is the last ship. Where's the Star Dancer way over there? Stupid Dancer ship. And they're at 98% health. They actually gained health when I was away. I think I need to put more power into weapons and shields. So it looks like I get a lot of big bonuses for auxiliary and engine stuff. Oops, hold fire. Hold fire. Did it stop the feedback pause? It must have, because everyone else keeps firing. Miraculous repairs. Yippee me.
Opening singularity now.
No!
And an immediate withdrawal.
You shitting me right now, right? I gotta respawn, I gotta go all the way back over there. Oh, don't go to that area. There's loot to be had. I must take the loot first. Is that where the loot is, or is the other spot where the loot is? Oh, there's loot there. It also looks like there's loot over there. Not sure why there's loot over there. Seems kind of far off. But it is good loot, and I shall take it. Everybody else has already retreated back to this spot. How lovely for them. Do 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 do. So eventually, we'll get through this. One day we'll get through this loading screen. And it will be a glorious day. Oh look, we made it through.
We need to report to our respective commands immediately. We thought that the Undine were responding to a Borg incursion into their space, but it now appears that the Iconians, or some entity posing as them, has created false Alpha and Beta Quadrant ships and sent them into fluidic space. Clearly, the Undine attacked us because they thought we attacked them first. There is some good news. The spread of the Borg nanovirus has halted, and thanks to the Doctor's research, we should be able to prevent future planets from being assimilated in this manner. The Borg will adapt in time, but we have also stopped them from transmitting the technique for Undine assimilation to the collective. It is possible they could learn how to do so again. We will need to remain vigilant. The Borg in fluidic space were forced to retreat, and logic suggests it will be quite some time before they trouble the Undine again. The end of the Borg attacks in their home might stop the Undine advance into our space. But if the Iconians continued to trick Species 8472 with false incursions, they could decide to invade ours in retaliation. Voyager will take Dr. Cooper and the other survivors back to Earth. I suggest that we all confer with our fleet commanders to determine the next course of action. We have not...
Great. Says the Borg advanced story arc completed. And some free loot. To boot. Alright, it says depart the system. Depart the system. Get out of there. All these Romulans and Federation are making me nervous. Not nervous, but maybe nervous is not the right word. Making me angry, making me hostile, making me feel like I need to get out of there. Alright. Mission complete. Phaser beam array, dual beam bank, dual cannons. There you go.
Congratulations, General.
Oh look, we're level 40 now.
Congratulations! You have proven yourself to be a strong warrior, and in fact...
Yes, let's go back to Kronos. I want a new ship. I earned my level 40 ship. I demand I get a level 40 ship. As Brigadier General, I shall have a new ship. Brahmin Ambassador, greetings, blah blah blah. They need our help. Sure, maybe. Do I want to do New Romulus? Maybe I'll skip New Romulus. And go straight for the Dyson Sphere or Delta. This is the nice thing about this game, is there's no proper level that you have to do things at. You just jump into any of these story arcs and go for it. Or skip any story arcs that you maybe don't want to do. New Romulus. It's so long. And it's an awful, awful place to be. Also, our latest findings. It is a long thing, though. It's a long campaign, but Dyson Sphere may be a little bit better. That's also pretty long. Delta Quadrant? Wait, when did Delta get so long? I don't remember the Delta Quadrant being so damn long. Wall front. Interesting. Oh, there's the Iconian War, which is a big thing. It's a very big deal. I guess we'll keep going in order. I won't do the one-related content. There is an order to it. You don't have to do the order. It's just very long. I don't want to read all that stuff, so you have my support. I'll be there soon. Peace out. And what do we got here? Engineering readiness. Warp core potential +3 power to all subsystems. I'll take that. Sounds good. Sounds nice. Oh. Yeah, we got another level. So you can either increase your power or increase your engines. Let's go with increase the shield power rather than engines. Because I like shields. I like not dying. It's great. Alright, weapons efficiencies. What are we doing with this? We only have another 1, 2, 3. 3 more points to invest in ground. Which is not much. Weapons efficiency, weapon criticals, armor penetration. Yeah, penetrate. Or we can get some regenerating stuff. And armor. So that we don't die as much. It's a tough choice. Weapons proficiency. Increases the base damage. Let's do that. I like damage. Then you got improved flank damage. Or improved flank resistance. Go flank damage. I like to run around my enemies and do flank damage. We also got a new personal ground combat thingamajigger and one for space as well. Let's see. Physical strength. Nope. Physical and energy damage resistance. Let's do resilient. Survive a little bit longer. And then there's this one. Let's see. Astrophysics. Nope. Accuracy. Maybe. Maybe we'll do accuracy. Beam damage. Don't need it. Increase defenses. Don't need it. Well, I kind of need defenses. You almost done with the Klingon storyline? And not even close. Are you kidding me? We are here. New Romulus. Just starting it. There's all those missions. And then there's all those missions. Not even halfway through all this stuff. Yeah, it's still a long, long way. The funny thing is, I'm already level 40. So we're going to be max level for a very long time before we ever finish all that content. Let's see, threat. Once again, you just read the first part of the title. That's great. Thanks for just reading the first part. That's always great. Minus threat and increased crit severity. That could be useful. Taking damage can reset. Nope. Ooh, projectile damage. Or crit chance and crit severity. Let's go with that. Could be a good operative and have increased crit chance and severity. Like a pro, like a champ. Alright, where do we gotta go? We got to go. Are we in the wrong spot? Yes, we are. We gotta go to the shipyard. Must be at shipyard. It's time for a new damn ship. Talk to the ship vendor. Here I come. Local friendly Ilachi. Why are you guys here? That seems out of character. Out of place. Alright, Brigadier General. What do we got? That's too expensive. I don't want that. It's too expensive. Where's my free stuff? There we go. There's one free thing. Gives you a lot of damage. It's mostly like good for cloaking and stuff. What do we got? 4 forward weapons and only 2 aft. It's unfortunate. This thing is 4 and a 3. It's more normalized. Oh, Negvar. 4 forward, 4 aft. Specializes in engineering, which is what I am. And it's a Negvar. I love the Negvar. Ever since Star Trek. What was it? Not Andromeda. Star Trek Armada. They use the Negvar. It's the Klingons' ultimate ship. Ooh, there's different things. Oh, that looks fun. So does that. It was the Klingon flagship during the Dominion War. Good stuff. Ooh, there's also a carrier. Oh, I can actually get the carrier. Wasn't that fun? Has 2 hangar bays. Excellent. I'm pretty sure they're the big hangar bays too, not the little ones. Only has 3 forward weapons though, which is not cool. There's another battleship, which I can also get, which is more engineering styled, 4 forward, 4 aft. How many kind of slots do you have with this thing? Can equip dual weapons, you get 3 engineering and 4 science. It's more of a science ship, which is unfortunate. And these all cost... Oh, this doesn't cost me anything for some reason. Price 0. Well, that's interesting. These cost me Zen, which I'm not really interested in spending. Heavy destroyer. Oh, as a 1,000-day veteran, the Klingon Defense Force has granted you command of this unique ship. Isn't that fancy? Experimental weapons slot. Can equip dual cannons, plus 10 weapons power. Generation mode gives you 5 auxiliary and plus 30 Starship shield systems. Comes with a console universal dynamic tactical system with a tactical power. Or, hold on, disables regeneration mode, plus 5 weapons power, plus 30 Starship targeting. Tachyon inversion beam, which requires the regenerative mode, and disruption lotus, which is the tactical mode. Also comes with advanced quantum slipstream drive and battle cloak. I like the battle cloak. It's mostly a tactical ship. Where's that? That's 2 universal slots. Lieutenant for science, a lieutenant for engineering, and a lieutenant commander, or just commander, for tactical. So it's more of a tactical ship. It does have 4 forward and 3 aft. I'll take it. It looks good. Since it's not going to cost me anything, first of all, I'm going to get my big ship. Where is it? I think what we'll do is I'll buy... Do I want the Negvar or the carrier? Is also the only character that can launch birds of prey. That is out of date. That is not true anymore. But it is fun to see. A big giant ship launching birds of prey. Let's buy this one. Yeah, done. And then I can go back and I can buy my veteran ship, since it's free as well. And then I have 2 ships. IKS Kree. I don't mind the name, actually. It's the Kree. Yep, you know what? We'll take that. Alright, so we got 2 ships there. Let's run over here to manage ships. Where's my big ship? There's my big carrier. Comes with fighters. That's unfortunate. Don't need them really. And then there's the Kree. Oh, which comes with a free upgrade. You can upgrade it to a tier 5 ship, I believe. Or something else. Let's take this ship. That's the first step here. Is getting on board this ship. All its coolness. Experimental weapons. It actually has a slot called experimental weapons. I've never seen that before. Usually it's something that gets thrown into other, you know, another tactical slot or something like that. But that's good. Experimental weapon. 360 targeting. Ooh. Does 487.5 electrical damage. For up to 5 targets in a line. 10% damage bonus per target hit. Well, that's interesting. 4-second recharge. That is an interesting weapon. I like that. I approve. 2 thumbs up. Whoops, wrong button. Or no, right pocket button. And then hold on. Why does it? If I'm in here, I can do a free upgrade. But I'm outside, I can't do a free upgrade. Hello. Now here's the question. If I do a free upgrade, it becomes T5. Is that going to be too high of a level for me to actually use it. I bet you it would be. I think I would not be able to use it if I did the free upgrade. Starship Mastery, which increases its power and unlocks new passive bonuses. But is it gonna jump it up? I don't want to do the free upgrade and then lose it. We'll try it anyways. Oh, you can also upgrade it even further than that? Oh my. You can further upgrade things to T5X from T by U. If I had an experimental upgrade token, which I do not. Which reminds me, I need to go to one of those space stations to get my daily thing for a chance to have an experimental token. How much does it cost to purchase one? 1,000. Awful. It's like 10 bucks. But good to know. And then we actually have the Starship Mastery, which means over time our ship gains experience. +5 accuracy. Tier 2 is +15 crit severity. Tier 3, we got there +2.5% crit chance. And Tier 4 is 10% kinetic damage and energy damage. That's not bad. Not bad at all. I approve. I approve very much. Where's that big giant carrier? Do you have a... Nope, you don't have a thing that can upgrade. Well, then I made the right choice by having the ship. Which I can still apparently use, even though it's a higher tier than what I am. It's interesting I can still use it. Interesting in a good way. Let's see, Adaptive Transphasic Torpedo Mark III, which is, I'm guessing, kinetic damage with 40% bonus shield penetration. That's not bad. Just kind of goes through shields. At the same time, do I really want that? Sort of. Kind of. Not really. Dual phaser cannons. VII. And there's... Dual phaser cannons are just VI. So, I might as well just upgrade it. Turret IX, which I can now use, which is much better than that 3 that I have. Ooh, it's even a plasma. Bonus. Don't need mines. Don't need that. Don't need that. None of this other stuff is any good for anything. Ooh. Follow-on turret IX. Well, that's better than one of these things. Tension damage, tactical damage, or disruptor damage. I don't have enough disruptors to justify keeping that. I'm gonna start getting some good stuff. I can feel it. Shield restoration, armor. Oh, you know what? Yeah, use that. Slightly better than what I have. Just slightly. Not super much better, but just enough. I don't know if I want to use these torpedoes. It's a VIII. It's a tier 8, and my current torpedo does more damage. So I'll keep it. I'll keep my current torpedo. Ooh, more slots. I got more slots. SLOT. Slot, slot, slot. Alright, now I gotta sell some of this junk. Which means... I don't know what that means, actually. Let's see if we have any new missions that are worth doing. Transport contraband would give us not much, but do it anyways. Have fun. Getting rid of that contraband. Ah, Dabo. Nope, can't do Dabo. Can't do that either. Because I don't have any of those. First officer. You're not gonna have anything good, are you? No. Definitely not anything good. Oh, cell slavers, 2 Orion pirates. I mean, cell prisoners, 2 Orion slavers. That is where things are at. Except I only have 1 prisoner. No. No! I only have 1 prisoner. Okay, well that's not good. Alright, our missions. What else do we have? Nothing else good. We gotta get off this planet. Wait, what do I have completed? Salvage minefield. Done. Well, that's... I want to go all the way to New Romulus. Where's a good place I can transport to? I need to go to Deep Space Nine. No, I don't need to go to Deep Space Nine. I can go to, not here. Where's a good place? Ryza, Mempa... Maybe Ryza. K-13 is nice and close by to Josan Station, I believe. So that might come in handy. I don't need to be here, right? No. Why is there a Republic ship? Ooh, giant asteroids. Interesting. Oh, I didn't customize the appearance of my ship.
Our first contact with another species came not from the Federation, but from this sector, Ferenginar, to be precise. While the Ferengi have not always been the best of neighbors, they have provided us with valuable data on this sector. For a price, of course.
This is not where I thought it was gonna be. Dilithium mine fleet holding. Why don't I go there? Oh, it's cool down. Alright, well, I'm nowhere near where I thought it was gonna be, but that's okay. Just go over to Deep Space Nine. The good news is I can transport with this ship. It's supposed to have some sort of special slipstream. Where's my slipstream? Oh god, I forgot I have to change all this shit. No. Oh dear. Gotta readjust all these things. Battle cloak. Get over there. I don't see my slipstream option. Oh well. What do we got? Tactical mode. It's important to know. Tachyon inversion beam, we'll leave that there. Ramming speed can stay. Threatening stance. You know what? I don't need threatening stance. This thingy gives you resistance to stuff. That is the oh shit button. Yeah, that's the oh shit button. Disruptor locus.
The Lucari call this system home. Some of our neighbors, like the Deferi and the Denobulans, have been most welcoming. Others, like the Nakul and the Zenkathi, have been somewhat cold and distant, even hostile.
I'm missing stuff. Very important stuff. Yeah, it's on there, it's auto-firing. For a second there, I thought I had to actually have that separate, but it doesn't. Doesn't appear to be. Driving speed, relocate mines. Where do I enter the slipstream? Remember there's a little button that you can use for a slipstream. First shield priority. Is that somebody's or is that... Whoops. Whoops. That belongs to him. So get rid of that. That thing needs to stay. That's your old ship button, so that needs to move. I apparently cannot move this. There you go. Science team, tachyar inversion, tactical mode. There's no slipstream mode. There used to be a button that you push. I'm pretty sure the ship had something, right? Maybe it was part of the engines that I got rid of. No, it's not usually part of the engines. What the hell would it be? Alright, well, I give up on trying to figure that out. We'll just have to leave that be for all eternity. Before we go to Deep Space Nine, are there any missions that I can engage in this area? There should be lots. Apparently there's not. First officer, we should have a bunch of stuff. There you go. Disable Vulcan freighter. Done. Apparently that was the wrong mission somehow. Let's try that again. Disable Vulcan freighter. Done. Pillage a Ferengi trade post. Definitely gotta do that. What else do we have? Black market stuff. Don't need prototypes. Ransom prisoner. But he's stubborn. It's not good. Good trait to have. Even be then. Well, that's unfortunate. Is there any special things for any of you? I know I failed a few last time. Ooh, investigate defector. That's always a good one. Sometimes you get a free officer out of there. Another duty officer, I should say. You can get a purple duty officer out of that if you critically succeed. I can dock. If only I could dock. That's all junk. Did I just do security or tactical? I did tactical. I mean security. You're tactical operations. Has Dabo! Nope, they have this. So they will communicate to Cardassia. They don't have enough diplomats. I have 0 diplomats for that mission. How unfortunate. Cardassians shall get nothing from me. It's actually in dozy space. If I had a refugee, do I have a good refugee? I do have a good refugee for this. Not perfect, but pretty darn good. Purple quality 18% or blue. Likely to get a blue out of this. Hopefully we get a purple, but it'll probably be a blue. Doctor, you have a bunch of junk. Can't do the weaponization of whatever that is. Okay, engineering probably has nothing. Nope, can't do that. Experimental console upgrades. Sure, go for it. Why not? Let's see what happens with that. Experimental space shield upgrades. Ooh, engine. No, it's impulse engine. Let's do space shield. And there's really no other good things up there. Oh, no, I can't do that. Not enough people. Purchase. I don't really want to purchase stuff. Wait, do these cost me money? Oh god, they do cost me money. Okay, well, let's not do any of those purchase things then. Blackmail local governor. Contraband. Nope, don't need any of this. Alright, that's all we're doing for duty officers. Let's go to Deep Space Nine. We'll grab our bonus random thingamajigger for the day. We'll sell a bunch of shite. And then we'll go to New Romulus and do whatever mission they want to do. Whatever god-awful. The god-awful chain of New Romulus events. Oh, wrong button. I also want to fix the color of my ship. Let's go beam. Now, where was this guy again? Here's the starship stuff. Customize. Since we found them first. Alright, so there's this, or there's this. Actually, the first one's not that bad. I kind of feel like we should just go with the first one. It's not a bad design. Kind of like knives. The guns look a little bit bigger. Yeah, we'll go with that. Not the interior. Materials. Veteran, upgrade. Nope. Type 4. Oh, it doesn't really change much. Yeah, windows. Did the coloring do anything? Probably not. Yeah, colors do nothing. Alright, we'll just suffer with this. We just have to look that way. Alright, it's fun, it's Ferengi. The hell is this little bastard? It's around here somewhere. Should be like 20 people standing in front of him. There's a mega force. I think he was up here somewhere. Hawkins, another thingamajigger. Maybe I passed him. Nope, there he is. This one you'd think you might have passed him somewhere. Alright, we accept this for today. Achieve my prize. Is my prize any good? Don't tell me it's junk. Hey, it's a rare token! There you go. What can I get for a rare token? It's rare. Automated turret. I already have one of those. I don't need another one. Oh, you can get like some ships and stuff. Okay, what was I? Crystalline shard. Non-combat pet. I don't want that. Universal crystalline absorption matrix. Fancy. Gives you anti-proton damage. What do I... Oh, it's an epic universal console, so you can put it anywhere. Epic ship roster. I believe these are for when you become a space admiral. Or an admiral, I should say. Basically when you have access... Well, I didn't mean to close it. When you have access to... Not that. The Admiralty. I think you have to be level 50. Then you get some stuff with that. Let's see, there's some duty officers. Duty. Oh, duty officer Hakiv. Minor universe, nice. Who are you? Human, female, gravitation... Oh, gravimetric scientist. Interesting. You are a photonic, apparently. Urgency, con, hologram. Aang the Victorious, or Vicious. Automated personnel unit. Really? Male, alien. Automated personnel unit. Duty officer. Okay, well, that seems weird. Gosh, the augmented. Why is this one a blue? These are all purple. Why do I want a blue guy? That makes no sense. Kabbalah universe. Oh, uniform, I should say. Definitely don't want that. Faction appropriate. EMH Mark 1. No. Definitely don't need that. Starship Mastery unlock. Oh, Mastery unlock. Theta radiation infused maneuvers. Interesting. Oh, that's actually... Hold on. Description. When activating invasive maneuvers, I do that all the time. A sudden infuse of theta radiation to the throttle drive causes an exhaust blast that deals heavy shield damage and leaves dot/debuff on anything hit by the exhaust. Interesting. That's actually interesting, because I do that all the time. I use the, what's that stupid skill? The evasive maneuvers. Get an assault rifle. It seems wasted. Universal kit module. Sompek Lightning. Epic kit module. Oh, that's for the ground combat. And any uncommon prize token. Phoenix prize pack 2. Oh, so you'd get 2 uncommons for the price of one of these things. Well, I'd never do that. I kind of want a duty officer. Duty. Simulated assault cruiser. Yeah, because these things they are nice, but... And they are perfect. Perfectly good thing. What is this? Neo Falconer. What a name. What a name. Liberated Borg human male. Tactical ground warfare specialist. Active roster ability having this octave. Gives you +5 damage to all Borg. Hold on. Does not affect enemy players. Stacks with other Borg warfare duty officers. Does not count towards the player's ground warfare specialist equipped limit when placed on active duty. I don't know what that means, but it sounds good. Towards the player's ground warfare specialist equipped limit. Oh, so you can have another ground warfare specialist. Interesting. +10 damage versus Folians. Stacks of other warfare duty officers. Doubles chances of exposed target. 33% chance. Recharge time. I mean, with a name like Neo Falconer, what could I say no? Also 5% bonus damage versus Borg is not that actually special. I don't know, let's go with Neo Falconer. Because why the hell not? It's not every day you get a Neo Falconer to become a member of your crew. Let's see, duty officer, let's go with the roster. Quantity. Was he epic? No, he was ultra, very rare, ultra rare. Is he not in my duty officer account? Oh, because I don't have anyone inactive. You have to actually activate him first. Okay. There he is. Oh, he's only a very rare. Efficient. Whatever that memory thing is. Logical, resilient, resolve. Excellent. Think like a Borg, fight like a Borg, win like a Borg. Good saying. Put on active duty. So he does count as an active. But you can have multiple specialization. That's just him. Does not affect enemy players. It does do 5% more damage to the Borg. I wonder if that's only for ground though. Oh, I guess that's only for ground. Well, still, good to have him. Hey, we're gonna sell some junk. Croc! Come here, Croc. Oh, apparently I can't jump over that. Can't go stand around it. Go.
What can I get for you?
Yes, I need to see the menu. Specifically, I need to buy a Saurian brandy for that one mission. If it ever comes up again. Then I need to sell a bunch of shit. Tons and tons Oh, shite must be sold. Can have that. And that. And that thing. That. That. So much junk. VI, no, that's crap. Yeah, that's crap, that's crap, that's crap, that's crap. Oh crap, so much crap. We got a lot of crap. I'll keep that. More junk, so much junk. You got all these things that are worth literally nothing, they're worthless. They're just special items.
What can I get?
One ship. Oh wait, you didn't let me sell that other thing. Hold on. Why couldn't I sell that? Ooh, so much stuff. That. I can go down there. That for some reason did not click. What's this? No, I don't need that. Oh, that was the thing I got from the dude when I was trying to get rid of them. Why can't I sell you that stuff? Wonder why I can't sell that. Oh, you know what? I don't ever need it. Discard it. This has a value of 0, so it can be discarded as well. Or re-engineer, upgrade. No, I guess I just have to discard it. Apparently I couldn't take it apart. That's fine. That is fine. Alright. I think we're done at the station. Let's get out of here. Let's go take care of a new Romulus mission somewhere. Ooh, enter new Romulus. Even better. Didn't have to go far. Now, 90% of new Romulus is on the ground. It's really painful. Annoying. Travel to new Romulus. It doesn't say to beam down to new Romulus. Is there a mission quickly that I need to go? It just says to travel. It doesn't say to beam down. I just beam down. Apparently with this dude.
We have the strength now. With the help of Starfleet and the Empire, we could destroy what's left of the Tal Shiar. We would be safe. We would be free.
There are too few of us left to fight amongst ourselves. Military action should be our last option.
I don't see how talking to them will be enough. But I'm a warrior, not a politician. If my people are to find a home here, there must be a leader capable of building a new future, of looking past our differences to find harmony. You are that leader, Deton.
Since I was a child, hiding in the sewers of the capital with the reunificationists, I have worked toward the day when the Romulans would once again walk beside their Vulcan brothers and sisters. Before that can happen, we need to rebuild. We need a home to replace what was lost, to see past our grief and find acceptance. We need to reconcile with the Remans and end the centuries of strife and oppression. The fate of both our peoples rests here. We either create a new homeworld out of the ashes, or we wither and die. Thank you for agreeing to assist us. I'm grateful that both the Federation and the Empire have temporarily put aside their differences to help create a new Romulus. This proves that unification is possible, both for my people and for yours. We're building a new home here. Romulans and Remans can't continue on like nothing has changed. Everything is different. We are a changed people. The loss of Romulus wounded us greatly. But that wound will not be fatal. There is a great deal of work to do before we can truly call this our new home. But with your help, I know Mold Rihan, or New Romulus in your language, will someday be as great as what we lost. Kylor is in charge of the staging area. He can give you more information about what we need. There's much to do, and little time. We left our first home to remain free. We lost our adopted home to treachery. May this world be the home we have sought for so long, a place where our descendants can live in peace.
Why am I bowing? I am Klingon. We don't bow. Ah, so awful. Oh boy, how's it going? Alright, well, we got an accolade just to become a new Romulus. I guess that's worth something. Oh, are you kidding me? I have to beam back out of here now? To go take this mission? Oh, you shitting me right now, right? Okay, they need to fix that. That is not cool. I just beamed here. Ah, for fuck's sakes. Alright. Leave the planet, apparently. Do you have one of those Tommy guns? No, we do not. Have a Tommy gun. Talk to the general. Wait a minute, where am I going to? Oh, you know what? Isn't he on New Romulus? This game hates me, doesn't it? I think this game hates me. Now go back down. I'm pretty sure it's actually there on the planet. And I just ran into space for no reason.
We have the strength now. With the help of Starfleet and the Empire,
what do you mean I can't skip
we could
this?
Destroy what's left of the Tal Shiar.
I've already done this before.
We would be safe. We would be free.
There are too few of us left to fight amongst ourselves. Military action should be our last option.
Let me skip this.
I don't see how talking to them will be enough.
I've watched it
But I'm a warrior,
once.
not a politician.
Do you have
If
a
my people are to
specific
find a
ship
home
to
here,
warp?
There must be a
I mean, you
leader
get a new
capable
ship
of
every single
building a
10
new
levels,
future,
basically. You get a
of
new
looking
ship.
past our differences to find harmony.
Until you get bigger and bigger and bigger.
You are that leader, Detan.
Since I was a child, hiding in the sewers of the capital with the reunificationists,
Oh, God.
I have worked toward the day when the Romulans would once again walk beside their
look,
Vulcan
there I
brothers
am.
and sisters.
Floating down.
Before that can happen, we
Waiting for you
need to
guys.
rebuild. We need a home to replace what was
skip.
lost, to see past our grief and find acceptance. We need to reconcile with the Remans and end the centuries of strife and oppression. The fate of both our peoples rests here. We either create a new homeworld out of the ashes, or we wither and die. Thank you for agreeing to assist us. I'm grateful that both the Federation and the Empire have temporarily put aside their differences to help create a new Romulus. This proves that unification is possible, both for my people and for yours. We're building a new home here. Romulans and Remans can't continue on like nothing has changed. Everything is different. We are a changed people. The loss of Romulus wounded us greatly, but that wound will not be fatal. There is a great deal of work to do before we can truly call this our new home, but with your help, I know Mold Rihan, or New Romulus in your language, will someday be as great as what we lost. Kylor is in charge of the staging area. He can give you more information about what we need. There's much to do, and little time. We left our first home to remain free. We lost our adopted home to treachery. May this world be the home we have sought for so long, a place where our descendants can live in peace.
What a prototype walker. I've never heard of the prototype walker. Levels with you until you're 30. I mean, that's not very long. It's only 30 levels. It's really not that much. Yeah, we gotta find this person. which I'm assuming is this guy. Or girl. There's coming to New Romulus. Great. Romulans have been blinded by pain and rage, lashing out at anyone who is foolhardy to approach. Blah 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 blah. In short, hold on. Titan has managed to gain the support of the Remnant, something we ourselves are still working to do. Titan has strength and conviction, and he does not want to build a military empire. In short, he does not want to be our enemy. Wonderful. Yada yada. There was once a time when our people and the Romulans were allies. It could happen again with your help. Wonderful. Introduce yourself to Foreman. What's his name? I'm gonna zoom in so I can see this stuff. Alright, there's a foreman somewhere along here, right? This dude.
Let me brief you on the situation here.
Oh, it's one of the starter
building a new
pack
city
things.
here, at the site where people first landed on this world more than 2,000 years ago.
That's because I played the game when it first came out, so I didn't need it. They didn't have those back then.
Our Riemann friends will take the lower levels, where they can feel most at home. We'll use the staging area as a landing site for shuttlecraft and a place to coordinate construction and future shipping. Many of our records were lost with the homeworld. But what we do have indicates that there was a battle here before the colony ships left to find Romulus.
You found what could be
the Sword of the Raptor Star, one of our most revered artifacts
here on this world.
There's still much we need to learn about this world and its inhabitants. This creature, for example, how did it adapt to the radiation that until recently made this world unsuitable for colonization? Recent scans are showing the radiation falling into manageable levels. With modern technology and your assistance, this should be a place where the Romulan and Riemann people can thrive for generations to come. We've found ruins that date back to the Sundering, and beneath them, signs of what may be a much older civilization. Who lived here eons ago? What happened to them? We're doing what we can, but we can't do it alone. If you're here to help, I'll get you started.
Wonderful. That took forever. Mission complete. Wonderful. Staging area. Blah, blah, blah. Ooh. Hero specific rare kit. And some Romulan marks. Open the staging area. Complete the following missions. Great. How much stuff do I need to actually do here? That was not that much. I'm an overseer. Conduct repairs, sure. Oh, there's more stuff over there. Ooh, 8% completed of that task of repairing stuff. Seems like a good task. Ooh, one of those little things. Romulan vendor, don't need to talk to him about anything. Pitch that thing, nope. Can't catch those yet. Whoops. Another data pad, I'll take that. Science report, I don't know what that's for, but I'll take it anyways. Wait, who's this? Interior security is vital. Oh, motivate. Look at that, I motivated them. Isn't that nice? Conducting repairs, motivating people. Collect and turn in reports. So what do I turn that report into? Here's a science report. Wasn't that nice? That was easy. Get to work, you hippie. There you go. Another one down. Armored historian. I'd like to help you, but apparently I can't. Click the button. So you're shit out of luck. Let's go collect an engineering report. Do some repairs. Suspicious person. Keep an eye out for strangers. Stranger danger, yo. Go to the strange looking person. Right, that one's good to go. It's like a montage of work. What is with the... that's an interesting outfit. For both of them. Oh, there's another pad. %. I need a overseer who can oversee these reports that I have in my hand. There's one over here. Or you just do this. Turn to foreman. Dude. I don't even need to return to him. That's nice.
I've received reports of Tal Shiar spying on New Romulus. Not a surprise, but we need to stay cautious. Most recently, I've acquired a recording that has actionable information. I'd like for you to follow up on it.
Beam turret Mark 10? I didn't know such a thing existed. I'm gonna take it, but I didn't know it existed. And a beam turret. Oh, lovely. Should I move it over? Let's move it over. Let's go to the threatening posture. I don't need that. So what do we got? Got a beam turret. We got a quantum fabricator. Oh, Borg turret fabrication 3. Nice. Liquid generator and a support drone. Excellent. I've hidden a recording near you first arrived in New Romulus. Find it. Interesting. What is this? I don't need that anymore. Hidden message playback. Alert distress call. Oh, this is one of those scan things. Scan, scan, scan. We got like 30 seconds left. Say we're doing pretty good with the scanning. Considering it took me a few seconds to remember what the hell I had to do. Oh, am I gonna hit 500 points? I did. Oops. Get to 500 points, that's pretty good. Ooh, 600 points. 660. Results. What's the results? The results are nothing, apparently. I got nothing for that. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. Gonna get more than nothing, but apparently not so. Staging area, pattern buffer. No, there's supposed to be something over here, isn't there? What's this? Search hidden cache.
I'll be going now, unless you need anything else. Do you want me to bring you something to eat?
No, no, thank you. I'll see you in the morning.
Proconsul, may we speak?
How did you get in here?
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Sub-Commander Kiana, and I represent certain individuals interested in the future of the Romulan people.
Don't patronize me. You mean the Tal Shiar.
If you want to be blunt, yes.
What do you want, Sub-Commander?
An agreement that will benefit us both. You agree to allow us to advise you on the governing of this colony, and in return we will do all we can to assist you with any complications that may arise.
You want to play Kingmaker. I'm no king, and deals made in the dark never end well. If you want to open negotiations, contact my office during business hours.
You know as well as I do that would be pointless. There's too much bad blood, and the Federation and the Klingons would never agree. I'd be lucky to leave the negotiations alive. Hakiv's death and the disappearance of the Empress has left my organization at loose ends. The Tal Shiar needs a strong leader. You have the trust of the Klingons, Starfleet, the Remans. Just imagine what you could do with our help.
Are you trying to bribe me?
Merely presenting options. A wise man
Sneaky.
would see that this is his best, his only option.
I was instructed by the wisest of men, Sub-Commander. Spock taught me that openness and truth have more power than secrets. I want all Romulans to unite, even the Tal Shiar. But it can only happen in the light of day.
I'll give you time to reconsider. We have similar goals to Tarn. You want to rebuild Romulan power. So do we. Think about it. We will speak again.
I didn't even watch Picard. It's part of the whole NBC All Access junk, and
Computer,
I was like,
give me everything we have on the Tal Shiar.
yeah, I know, it's tragic. Submit to recording. Someone wants us to know everything that's going on behind the scenes, no matter what the motivations are. Source of the problems of Ferengi contractor. Well, that's your first problem. Don't trust Ferengi. Oh, I'm sure I would like it. If you're gonna donate you $10 so you can watch it. You know, I'm sure I would like it. I just don't spend much time watching anything anymore. Yeah, I just don't spend much time watching any TV shows anymore or anything like that. But I'm sure I would like it. I have no doubt that I would probably like it. I was always a Captain Picard fan. He's one of my favorites. I think he's the favorite of most people. He generally is the better actor of all of them. Did I watch Loki? I only watched the first episode of Loki, because I was at my friend's place, and she had it turned on. Oh, I'm supposed to just go in. That's nice. Ooh, a full team, apparently. Yeah, I was at a friend's place. I was staying for one night, and so we watched the first episode of Loki, which looked good. It does look good. Guess I have to talk to this lady. Yada yada yada. Suggest that we use a third party to help us solve. Yeah, okay, great. One night stand. Bad boy, I approve. It wasn't a one night stand. It just, we only watched it the one night. I don't know, neither of us are TV people, so we just kind of watch when we have nothing else to do. Wow, bodyguard captain, and these look like giant Hirogen. These are Hirogen. That's interesting. Why does the Ferengi have Hirogen bodyguards? You don't watch TV anymore, probably about 10 years.
You again? Last time I saw you, I had a sweet little mining business on Hifar, and some information brokering on the side. Now, all of that's gone. The mine, the intel, everything. I'm lucky I still have a tooth sharpener. Get out before I call security!
Come to talk to you about some irregularities with your supply manifest.
Let me guess. Lieutenant Tenang is complaining again. I stand by my paperwork and my inventory. It's not my fault if the Romulans can't count. They don't have the lobes for business. Look, you can review the cargo manifests yourself and match them to the supplies in the crates. But I'm sure a big, important officer in the Klingon Defense Force like yourself has more important things to do. If you want to bother with it, though, knock yourself out. The terminals in the warehouse have the manifest, and the crates are nearby. I'd help you check, but I have real work to do. Oh, and don't mind the Orions. They're subcontractors working for me. Lots of willing hands to help. If you know what I mean.
I don't know what he means. Let's go check all this junk, though. See how much he's skimming off the top. Downloading cargo manifest. Yeah, take a look at this. Old uniforms, why would anyone keep these box marked River Pig Chow? Good to know. Last time I watched TV, I don't even have cable anymore. Last time I watched TV was probably 4 or so years ago. Like actual TV. I think I got rid of my cable like 2 or 3 years ago because I was like, oh, I don't ever watch TV. Why don't I have a TV? Why am I paying for cable? That's basically what it came down to. Manifest says these crates are supposed to contain some industrial energy cells, but all I see here is self-stealing step bolts. Yes, somebody screwed up. There's a bunch of brutes and thugs, and that doesn't look shady or anything. I wonder if this is gonna get into combat here. According to the manifest, this is supposed to be 3 months supply of supplies for the science teams working on the atelier, but half these boxes are empty. That's probably because of these brutes. Why don't we question them now that we're standing here? Instead of waiting and going all the way to the other side of the damn place, really? Seems a little excessive. Jump! Presumably I can just jump down this, right? Oh, tell me there's something around here that I can get up. Who made these manifests? This isn't entertainment supplies, it's scrap hull plating from old shuttles. These fools. Damn Ferengi. Never, ever, ever trust a Ferengi. Ooh. Completed a mission. Yes.
Congratulations, General.
Can't see what I'm running into because I didn't have that thing on. Oh, because I had it open. Oh, again, a skill. Isn't that nice? Getting a level from doing a crew mission. There it is. This isn't dilithium ore, these manifests are completely wrong. What is this? Is that Star Trek questions? The hell kind of questions are these? Crate's supposed to contain construction supplies, but it's empty. Freaking course it's empty. This is what happens when you use Orion subcontractors for anything. All your stuff gets stolen.
So, you checked the manifests? And the crates? And they don't match up. I knew I should have gone with you. Then I could have explained that the more valuable supplies are in a secure storage unit. You can't be too careful, you know. Someone might be trying to steal something. Here, let me open the secure area for you. It's at the far end of the warehouse.
Here's like a weird untruth. Of course he's lying to us. It's gonna be an ambush. It's naturally 100% gonna be an ambush. I can smell the ambush all over this. And then we have to fight through everybody, all these Orions. So-called subcontractors.
Couldn't just leave well enough alone, could you? I should have known. Your type are all meddlers. Now you've gone and upset my Hirogen friends, and they want to have a discussion with you. Enjoy!
Who could have predicted this outcome? Yeah, your Hirogen friends are not very strong. Anything good here? Lockbox? Don't really want no lockbox. Don't need a hypo. Too much junk. So we gotta locate this little Ferengi bastard. Presumably he's not gonna be inside of this little place. I can switch these. There you go. Little disruptive burst cannon. Yes, come join the fight, you Hirogen bastards. Oh yeah, I got another group. That's fantastic. We just keep growing enemies. No problem. Yay me! Oh, I picked up a banana split for some reason. No, don't want one of those. Ah, shit, I should have looked at that first. What are the odds that he's up in his little office? Probably slim, right? Slim to none. Escape through a secret passage, download encrypted data. Defeat his guards. How many guards am I supposed to defeat? Flashbang?
I had no choice! The Tal'Shar is controlling my family! Well, they have my assets, and Latinum is like a... Please, please, have mercy on a humble businessman!
Latinum is like a family. Where is he? Exactly. Bodyguard captain. I'm assuming he's down here somewhere. Ooh, your sniper rifle. Not useful, but interesting all the same. Upgrade thingamajigger. Something I don't need, something I don't need. Alright, let's get out of this warehouse, apparently. Nah, look at you just hanging out here. That's great. Thanks for helping. Oh, I get a level somehow, so I get duty officer back. Why is it upping me to level 50 for these? It's interesting. Alright, warehouse. It's working for the syndicate. Oh, working with the syndicate and the Tal'Shar. Wow. I'd be able to handle the situation, General, but shouldn't have gotten out so far out of hand in the first place. Obviously, we're gonna have to keep a much closer eye on anyone we invite into the colony. Yeah, that would make sense. So I have to choose one of the following, which is just the one thing, literally. And then a choice. Armor or shields? Yeah, just put some shields. I picked the wrong thing because I realized afterwards that he had an option for a split beam rifle, like what I use, except it would have been an X instead of a VI. It's my bad. Oh well. Better luck next time. Mr. Gorn guy, you have some metal shields. And an IX. Ooh, and a better weapon. Better stuff all around for him. Alright, mountain base. Pinpoint a location and communications array used by Toshiar. They're using a lot of people to protect it, so it has to be important to their efforts here. Might even be the link to the leaders. Sometimes, the best course of action is the most direct one. If you take all that away, it should strike a major blow against the Toshiar here. Get a little bit breathing room. We can build up the colony enough that it will no longer be a threat to us. Wonderful. So we gotta go up to the mountain pass. Which is all the way the hell over there. I believe I can use a transport to get there. Pretty sure we can use the transport to get there, even though I haven't actually been up there yet. I think the game will let me use it. I could be wrong. Ooh. Nope. Nope, I actually have to run over there. Which is something I hate about new Romulus. You always gotta run around to new areas. Not fly around, not fast travel around. You got to run. For efficiency. Skill provides additional subsystem power to any subsystem below 75. Bonus starts at 0 when your subsystem targets hit at 75 and scales up to +10. Interesting. For efficiency. Good evening, Super Cheese. Yes, new goddamn Romulus. It's everyone's favorite place to go to. Can't imagine anyone in the game would hate new Romulus. I really hate New Romulus. It's gotta be the worst place. The #1 worst place we can be. New Romulus. I believe there's a transport over there. And then you have to keep going up. Yeah, I know you don't technically have to do it. But at the same time, I feel like it should be done. Like, whenever I play through something, I always want to do the completionist thing and complete as much as possible. And so that's kind of what I feel like doing. Even though I despise New Romulus, it is part of the story. It is an important part of the story, mind you. Well, somewhat important part of the story. It's good to get it done. Yes, I do have the stubborn trait. It's definitely in here somewhere. Pretty sure the stubborn trait is in here somewhere. I mean, I'm not going to do the mini mission. That makes you happy. Again, climbing the mountain mission. Great. Get an entire team with us. and go Romulan hunting. I mean Tal Shiar hunting. Yes, I remember the little epos. These goddamn things everywhere. I remember when the first came out with New Romulus, you can get those things, and it was so cool because there was like, oh, a non-combat pet that's not a, what was that thing? A Horta. It was like the first pet you can get that wasn't a Horta.
Be quiet. You're as loud as a Klingon.
And then afterwards they started adding things. Terran scientist is really having some issues right now. Oh, they killed 2 of my crew members. Oh god. Oh, now I'm dead. Okay, these scientists really kicked my ass. No, we're dead. Wipe. It's a wipe. Why is someone still dead? There you go, he's up. Wiped so early on in this nightmare land. It's not actually a nightmare land, it's just an awful place.
Be quiet. You're as loud as a Klingon.
Deploy a bunch of stuff. Gotta build the turrets and motors and generators and then aggro. Yeah, sometimes. I just don't like doing it every single time. I feel like it's a little excessive.
Be quiet. You're as loud as a Klingon.
What do we got? Shields? Sure. There is no overkill. There's no kill like an overkill. That's true. That's very true. Where's this prisoner I'm here to rescue? Really? Just sitting on the ground. That's nice.
Look at those uniforms. You're a disgrace.
Ooh, a medic. Oh, they're running straight for us. Prepare for battle! Fire! Yeah, I liked all the grenades. That one was cool. I think my first character was the attack role, and then I switched. And then I created a Federation engineer who was a liberated Borg. And of course I named him One. Not one of anything, just one. His name is literally One. I still have him.
Look at those uniforms.
He's still a real character that I have. He was always meant to be my number one character. And then eventually I got the kitty carrier and I fell in love with my kitty character and the carrier itself. They came out of the Catalan or whatever they're called. And I was like, I'm gonna create one of those as a science officer. And then I got the carrier itself and I was like, this is the greatest thing in the world. And I was pretty much unstoppable. I was in a fleet and I had, there's like 10 people in the fleet with me. It was a small fleet. But we did a lot of PvP and I dominated all of them. And one time they like 3-1 to me and I still won using my little kitty carrier. It was great. It's a true accomplishment of PvP. And it was funny because I would kill one and they'd respawn as I'm killing like a second or a third one of them. And it just became like a pattern. Well, I just kept killing them as they would respawn. And before the other ones could respawn. Ah, the good old days.
Take a squad and secure the area.
It was actually a really good... Your favorite class? Oh, yeah. It was actually a really good build that I had going on. I remember I went back to it like a few years later, and it was still pretty relevant. It was still a very, very good build. And that was all the early days of Reputation. Before they had, like, you know, 9 different reputation things. And they limited you of what you could have. Back in those days, you could just
Your
have
continued
anything.
resistance is forcing me to take direct action. This is regrettable, but your deaths will pave the way to a new Romulan star empire. One controlled by the Tal Shiar.
Not likely. But they didn't have this, like, space reputation, ground reputation, slots. So literally, you could gain reputation with whatever you wanted, and you just automatically got those things. And you got a lot of passive bonuses as a result. Oh, Herodian. That's not good.
This planet smells. It must be the Klingons.
In the good old days. Now it's controlled now. Sort of.
It must be the Klingons.
Take out the stalker first.
Intruders, defend the array.
Oh, I actually do have the stubborn trait. I literally have the stubborn trait. I'll take the shields, I'll leave the hyper, whatever that is.
This planet
I'll take that.
smells. It must be the Klingons.
Oh, there's a prisoner way over there that I got a free. Download encrypted message. Here we'll rescue this guy first. Ooh, what's this?
This planet smells.
Examine device.
It must be the Klingons.
Appears to be a subspace scanning device. Oh, yeah, we have to do the other thing first. Flashing out files. Yada yada yada. Great. It's the disable generator. Ooh, there's another thing over here. Download encrypted data log.
Be quiet. You're as loud as a Klingon.
Still can't do anything with this, right? Nope. Right, exit the base. You captured Rule. Excellent. A lot of questions for him. Of course you do. Give me all the stuff.
I've received another recording, and I think it's connected to the prior Tal Shiar one. I'd like for you to follow up and
shit,
track
this
down
thing's coming
any
at me.
information related to it.
Deploy a turret.
Greetings.
Oops,
I've received another
thing.
recording.
There you go. Hidden message. Playback. Okay. I don't know, that doesn't help me. Left you another gift. Hope you're willing to find it. Yada yada yada. Take this item. I don't need that in. Go to Mountain Pass. Access the shuttle. Recording in the new. Okay, well, what the hell? Wait a minute, wasn't that... I wonder if it's sitting up here. Nope. This is gonna... If I have to go all the way back through this area, I'm gonna... kill something. You'd think it'd be that. No, I think you have to go all the way back through it. I better not have to fight my way all the way through this again. Romulan prisoner. There's the thing. That is so dumb. It made me exit out and then run back in. They gotta optimize that a little bit better.
Be quiet. You're as loud as a Klingon.
I guess I don't have to fight my way through again. A lot of prisoners running around for some reason. I only freed 4. There's about to be, there's number 4. There's number 5.
Defending the array is our top priority.
That's one extra prisoner. The one I actually freed. Is there another one up there? No, loot crate.
Look at those uniforms. You're a disgrace.
Examine surveillance records. Watch the recording.
I visited Detan for the 3rd and final time, Commander. He still worships the Vulcan's memory. He will not see reason.
Look at those uniforms.
He is
You're
only one man, however. If misfortune were to befall him, perhaps his replacement would be more accommodating.
I have no interest in making martyrs, Sub-Commander. Attacking Detan directly would be yet another distraction from the real issues on this world. In this case, some assistance may be required. You understand the situation. Detan and his people are intractable. I need you to show them the error of their ways.
I don't need someone like you to explain things. Do you remember our agreement?
Continue to assist us, and you'll have your pick of the hunting grounds. The best and most powerful trophies will be yours.
I expect something better than that grunting beast by the river.
Of course.
You're a
It
disgrace.
is done. Starfleet and the Klingons will be our prey. Once they are gone, Detan and his followers will be yours to command.
Dun dun dun. So the recording.
This planet smells.
Now can I exit the mountain pass?
Klingons.
Received a message from a science team exploring some caves. Yada yada yada. Go find them. Is basically what you're going to tell me to do. Which is all the way... the Fellows Crater. Well, at least it's not that far. Ah. Fight you again? Thanks for helping me, Romulan Surveiller. Alright, let's try that again. Need to go to the Vestum Peaks. Save me about 5 minutes of running. And then we gotta go down across this bridge. Oh, I'm stuck. Oh, we're good. Those caves. Wait a minute. It's supposed to go to caves. Oh, yeah, it's part of that. What's wrong with me? Oh, those things. Interesting. Oh god, what is that? How did I get down there? Oh, that's later on. As far as they're still in the game, yes it is. They're flying around with jetpacks. I don't know about the jetpack thing, although it would not surprise me. They actually did a big summer event with Ryza this year. Or last year. I think it was last summer. Last summer or this summer, one of the two. And they added a bunch of new ships and stuff that are supposed to be really cool. I, for one, have not seen them. I saw a trailer of one of those ships once, but I wasn't playing at the time, so I never actually got in to go and see any of those things. Oh, I just went past the jump radar, I think. Not jump radar, one of the Rojan. Whoever it was, they weren't important. And now we went past them. Because they are plebs. And we need not them. Nice place. What is this? That sample? No, don't want to do that. That is part of a bonus that I do not want. Not a bonus, but a side mission that I do not want. I do, however, need to run over here and grab this teleportation platform. Okay, and now we can go run away with there. Are we still in combat? No. In we go. Ooh, fancy. Oh. Very long. Maybe not as fancy as I would like, given how long this is gonna be. Oh. Well, I'm in civilian
I'm very glad
leader.
you could take time to assist us. We've been having some strange occurrences lately. Noises we can't identify are being heard deep in the caves, and our supplies keep disappearing. One of my scientists volunteered to investigate, and he hasn't returned. Would you be willing to look for him? Any scans you could take when you're in the caves would also be very helpful.
Sure, your scientist is totally dead though. Just an FYI. He's not alive anymore. I sense it. I'm 90% sure. Yeah, all you little civilians in your civilian lives. Do. Ooh, stop. Why is there Romulan civilian all the way over here? Next to these crazy beasts. Help us, civilians. Nope, they're not gonna help. Lazy civilians. Ooh, quantum motor XI. What a curiosity. Where? Oh, you have to be a major general. Oh, XI is the next rank. Which is major general. Which would be 45. Wow. Why am I picking up level 45 items? They're useless to me right now. Do. Kill it! Burn that fire! Alright, they killed it. Good job. Good job, team. Oh, it's a little hologram cave there. Tholian?
I managed to clear up some of the interference. I am detecting Tholian life signs ahead of your coordinates. Please proceed with caution.
Oh, that's right. Tholians become a big deal against the Romulans. Isn't that nice? Get some stuff over here. And oh, look, a scientist. I guess I can free you up. Thank you, General. I don't know what would have happened. Yep, I'm a general and I'm cave walking. Up and through caves. As a general. Seem to be gathering information on the Dew and Ruins, yada yada yada. Etc, etc. Yep, Tholian's bad. Be sure to kill. Oh, stuck. Oh, there's a lot of these guys. I didn't think there was that many. I'm apparently wrong. There's apparently a lot. Die, Tholian Commander. Yay, I win. Oh, it's also junk. Let's try and bombard me with my own kind of thing. Ooh, stuff. Ooh, there might be a gateway here. What is this white circle? What does it actually say? It looks like an objective white circle. Oh, there it is. Calculate, complete the last stages of the Dew in part 5. What happened to part 1, 2, 3, 4? Oh well. Got the accolade, that's all that counts. Don't need the other 4 pieces. Deploy the turrets. And everything else. Hey, whatever happened to... Oh yeah, I still have an orbital strike. Yeah. Got them good. Oh, got them real good. Oh, there's more of them. Oops. Not bad. Oh, there's still more. Love of God. Oh, it's the captain. It's the captain. Oh, God. Quick fix. Quick fix. Damn it. Quick fix did not work. Call for help. Somebody? Somebody want to save me? Anybody? There you go. Somebody's coming. I think. Yes, somebody got to me just in time to die. Let's try healing this dude. Somebody else is dead. Who's the other dead person? God damn it. Don't die. Save me. No, save me. Don't die. Almost got him. Almost got him. Fire. Fire. Nope. We won. Before I could be brought back to life. Saved by the crew. They're a decent crew some of the time. Take items. Nope, it's junk. Shut down the portal. Alright, it just says to exit the cave. Actually, it says to beam out. But that's not really possible. Exit the cave. And let's hope that we don't have to run back in. Like last time. Cargo of Graph 4. Hey, that looks pretty neat. Over on caves, I'll take that. What kind of weapons do we have? Wide beam pistol. Nope. Sniper rifle. Damn it. Let's grab a minigun to give it to one of my companions. Tholian's now a Tholiant.
We've received another anonymous message. This time, it's about something going on in one of the old cave systems.
Son of a... Go back into the caves. Why is it, these are out of order. I'm not thrilled about this. I better not have to run all the way into the back of this cave. That is... getting into garbage territory. Yep, you can equip to that. Why does it have the same mission back on? That doesn't make sense. Oh, they're even back to being alive. Are you fucking kidding me? They need to fix this mission. Like, why would I need to run all the way back into the same cave? Get the goddamn thing that I already got done. Is there Tholians? And there's more Tholians. We have to fight all the Tholians again. Why am I doing this mission twice? This is what I want to know. This is just... it's broken. It's broken and it pains me because this is like 5-year-old content that is broken. Overgrown caves, and then you go into web access. That's so stupid. Like, this is the same mission twice. This is the same mission twice. Yeah, we're just gonna skip that cutscene, apparently. Need me back in the capital city? Sure, why not? Yeah, unfortunately we're just gonna we're gonna skip that cutscene. Cause god, that's stupid. That I have to redo the entire mission a second time to get a cutscene. It's broken. Uh-oh. Are you shitting me right now? I can't even get out of this area. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Research presentation. That one wants me to go back to the caves. That's definitely not going to happen. How do I... There you go. Shop it. Now if I'm looking on here... it says to hail, not to replay. Which is unfortunate. But whatever. Hopefully he doesn't bug out and keep showing up in my quest log or something stupid like that. Pretty sure I just went the long way. Yeah, I went the long way to go back there. My bad. My bad. Should have ran to the transporter. Research presentation all the way up there. Because why not put it all the way up there?
I'm grateful for all you've done for our colony. We wouldn't be as far along as we are without your assistance. That's why I wanted you here today. To hear for yourself some of what we found. Doctor?
What we found in our archaeological surveys is that the planet was populated long before our people arrived after the Sundering. We've discovered multiple ruins from that time period that correspond to the few historical records we still have. Most of our data from that era was lost with the homeworld.
And the sword?
I'm ready to confirm that the blade found at the battle site is the sword of the Raptor Star. We don't have a visual record of the sword, but the one we have matches written accounts, and a quantum analysis shows signs of master work. Something like this could have only been made by Saharian.
We were right to come here. The sword will become a symbol of our reborn civilization. You were saying there was an earlier culture. What do you know about them?
The oldest ruins we found are approximately 150,000 years old. But I suspect that there may be some even older, based on preliminary findings that are still being analyzed. These people were quite advanced. While the oldest ruins show a culture that was defined by its devotion to a series of deities, later they developed technology, art, even spaceflight. Roughly 150,000 years ago, however, there was some sort of worldwide seismic event. Every volcano on the planet erupted, presumably blocking out the sun. Ambient temperatures dropped dramatically. The radiation count spiked. We're still repairing that damage. The survivors of this cataclysm retreated to caves in the warmest areas of the planet, but they died out soon afterward.
And what caused this event?
We're still working on that. We have found a new site deep underground near an active volcano, but there are massive power spikes unrelated to the magma flow. If there is a source of the seismic instability, it should be there. We would have to send down a team to investigate, though, and it is quite dangerous. I wouldn't send anyone down without an environmental suit. I could go myself, but...
I'm not ready to authorize you to do that, Doctor. Our
me go.
people have too few scientists left.
Don't
You
make me
and
go
your
in a
crew
magma
are
suit.
better equipped and trained for something like this.
God damn it.
I know I'm asking a great deal, especially after all the help you've given us already. But your being here shows that my people and yours don't have to be adversaries. Not anymore. Not all Romulans think cooperation like this is possible. I do. Are you willing to see it through to the end?
A lot of it means I have to go into an environmental suit. Klingon swords, a perfect duo. Fire report, submit a report. Sure, why not. Power source, general detected, yada yada yada. Make me go down into some godforsaken nightmare volcano area. Where do I have to go? All the way down there. All the way the hell down there. Go to underground ruins. Ugh. Romulus-Cano. We need to go to the P-hole crater. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna call it from now on. It's the P-hole crater. We need to go run all the way down to the P-hole crater, and from the P-hole crater, we gotta run all the way to those ruins, and then all the way down to those ruins. Fantastic. Because why not make this go extremely long for no reason? Oh, wait a minute. This is the way to go. Up the road. Which reminds me. I think your Benasu needs a little bit of work. No. It's clearly the P-hole. It's clearly the P-hole crater that we have to go to. Nowhere else. Tholian lieutenant. There's apparently a Tholian lieutenant between me and that transporter, which I don't like. I don't like that one bit. There they are. See a sucker. Whoop, I almost ran right into them. After saying see a suckers. Please don't run into them. I feel like my officer is going to run right into them. And also that I can't get around. Alright, there's one place down. Oh, what's going on here? Got a bunch of like barriers and shit blocking my path. It's gonna be some Tholians. I don't know if I can run past them. Ooh. Take a piece of rock. No, that's a rock sample. I don't want that. I know how that ends. Starts a rock sample. It ends with me collecting rocks. I'm not down for that. Should be a Romulan logistics officer right around this corner. There we go. Not that we're going to talk to him, but we are going to grab... Hey! You know who that looks like? Looks a little bit like Tally. Oh, they ran away. Looked a little bit like Tally. But they ran away. From Mass Effect. Massively affected. One of two. It's getting this nightmare. Captain, these ruins are ancient. Yada yada yada. Investigate my nightmare. Actually, speaking of my nightmares, how far? Oh, actually getting very close to the end. Which is great. Why is there a... Explore the lava tubes under... Okay, I feel like this is a little bit backwards. It's fine. The circle's just a little bit messed up. Do 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 do. Collect and encrypt EV suits before you go. Ugh. God damn it. Ugh. Pre-used environmental suits. It's disgusting. I really hate that they have a body slot for this. I wish they just had like another slot that you could use up. Instead of me having to take armor off of all my characters. This is really dumb. And now we have no armor because we all took our armor suits off. Oh, wait a minute, there's something else up there. No, I apparently was not finished. Exploring stuff. What's this? Fascinating. Right. You can activate your EV suits. My EV suit is activated. Oh. Now it's activated because it has a light on the front? Wow. Good times. Detecting thorium light signs, isn't it great? And now we don't have armor. To actually fight them, or survive a fight against them. Oh, it's a commander. That's great. Do anything at that computer? Wow. That's cool. That's fine. We'll just keep on running. Drive past this. Okay, that doesn't really help me. Oh, there's a commander hiding back here. Isn't that nice? Oh, there's two commanders hiding back here. Well, that's really nice. Oh, that's cool. That's fine. Don't know why there's two of you back here, but hey, that's cool. That's fine. Ah, I didn't mean to pick it up. Alright. Just keep on chucking. Oh my god, how many commanders are there? There's more commanders than like ensigns. Jeez. Some sort of statue of some sort. Every player character eventually gets to be an admiral general. So yeah, there's a lot of commanders, but still. From a realistic standpoint. I mean, every player character gets to that. But in theory, not all my companions are going to be that. And my enemies shouldn't all be the high-ranking stuff. Ooh, scan mysterious artifact. And we scan this mysterious artifact. And then we run over here and deal with whatever this is. What rank can Ridge officers reach? Good question. I believe they get to... well, let's just find out. Very nice purple officer. Let's see, there's lieutenant, lieutenant commander, and I believe commander is their last. Oh, I can't promote him. I'm pretty sure commander is actually the last rank. Lots of commanders. That's somewhat fair. Relays remaining. Oh, I have to actually... Do I have to overheat these things? Some more I have to do there? I don't think there was. Well, it says relays remaining 3. There's more I have to do over there. Something else must be done. I don't know what else needs to be done. Nothing needs to be destroyed. Okay, whatever. Maybe it's just a little bit bugged. Go check out one of the other ones. This has nothing on it as well that I can click on. Downloading. There you go. Oh, I think that's that I have to keep them alive by continuously running and clicking all these buttons to keep them alive. Whoops. Stop hitting me, you cowards! I think that's what it is. I missed one. Done. Saved it. And that one's still good as well. Substation 2 is overloading. Yeah, so I missed one. That's okay. 2 out of 3, not bad. Keep following Captain. And we're gonna defeat all these things first. Deploy. Ooh, a blue item. Oh, I'll take the whiskey. Because why not? Take the beam weapon. Coming message. Yada yada, leave the underground. I bet you as soon as I leave the underground I'll get a mission thing. I'll get the go back in and find that thing. And yet I see no alternative. This is gonna anger me, isn't it? I don't see any other way around this. Let us exit the cave. I think we know, now we know what's in the area. Take that. Ooh, console stuff. Let's see, torpedo. Cannon damage. I think that's what we're going to take. Yep, I'm going to take the cannon damage.
New readings have been detected in the underground ruins on New Romulus.
You. It's back inside. Why is this so broken? Why is it so broken? You know what I mean? Like, do I need to... I don't think I need to fight them this time. That's good news. That's not where I want to go. Okay, well at least this time I don't have to fight anything. It looks like everything remained dead. No objectives are showing up. It's just a matter of running all the way into the back of the cave and for some stupid reason they need to fix that. Because that is just bad. That is bad gameplay. Jump. Oh, activate the suit. There we go. Dying for a second there. Do. This is such bad gameplay. Have to redo a second mission, or run all the way back, if all the way through to the end of the mission to complete the second mission. Oh, so you're returned. Reading you loud and clear, General. What is he doing down here? He's gonna make his way towards us. Well, the loot is still there, of course. It didn't reset like the last one.
I received your signal. Thank you for calling us down. I knew we could count on you.
Sir, I think I found some kind of log or recording.
Can you activate it?
I'm not sure. It has some iconography similar to artifacts found in the Isha Forest Cave. This symbol in particular looks... Is that...
An Iconian gateway? Yes, I believe it is.
I think they're trying to power the gateway.
How old are those recordings?
This can't be right. The first one seems to be 200,000 years old. The second one was recorded 50,000 years after that. And were those things Iconians?
We have a lot of research to do before any of those questions can be answered. This gate is clearly inoperable. Do you believe it could be reactivated?
With time, yes, I believe so. By the elements! Do you know what this means?
It means we have a chance to learn about one of the galaxy's most feared and ancient races. We couldn't have done any of this without you. As amazing as this discovery is, it pales in comparison to what you've done for me and my people. I could never fully or properly express my gratitude for everything you've accomplished since coming to New Romulus. Because of you, the Romulans and Remans truly have a chance at starting a new life. You've helped secure our new home and given us a fighting chance at survival. There are no words that will ever fully express my gratitude. Information discovered from researching this gate will be shared, of course. Some people would be opposed to the releasing of secrets such as these, but time and time again, you have proven that we can all work together for a brighter future and for a better Romulus. I thank you.
Great. Just don't blow yourselves up like the last people did. Now can I exit the cave? You sure I can exit the cave now? Although it does say to file report. File report. Oh, the Chancellor has good news. Blah 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 blah. You can use the rewards from this mission to run a gear project found in the New Republican tab reputation system. Which unfortunately, I'm pretty sure we do not actually have access to the reputation system yet. So we're still 9 levels too low. Right, exit the cave. Get me the hell out of here. Mission done. Mission complete. Where's my mission complete? There we go. Gateway discovered beneath the surface of New Romulus is prepared and ready for activation. Yada yada. This mission can only be completed as a single player. And he wants us to join him. Oh, wow, I guess we can go join him for this. Go to New Romulus and the Beta Quadrant. Yeah, I know that. Romulus space subspace rift core. Ooh, looks nice. And the other one is that. Oh, they go together. They're part of a set. Does that mean I have to do this mission twice to get the other side of the set? Probably. Right, but this, I believe, is actually part of the next thing, which is called Solane Dyson Sphere, which we will do next time. Or we'll start it next time. We'll figure it out next time. Anyway, Sepshore is required to found. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's all we're gonna do for now. I'd like to thank everyone for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. We did make it quite far. We finished all the Romulan stuff. At least that part of the Romulan stuff, New Romulus stuff. So hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, follow the channel. Check me out on Discord, all that fun stuff. We shall see you all again tomorrow night for probably more Star Trek. Have a good night.